Hello and welcome to this video. This time I'm gonna talk about how you can get better at Warface. I've covered this topic 1 year ago already, but I wanted to do an updated video on this because there are no other recent videos on this kind of topic available at the moment. If you enjoy this kind of content, please leave a like to show me your support, and if you haven't already, subscribe to stay updated. But now let's get into the video and let's talk about the first tip that I'm gonna give you. My first tip is train your aim in free-for-all. The best weapon to do that, in my opinion, is the AK-103 for the rifleman. If you feel like you're not good enough to train your aim in PvP yet, just play some PvE and focus on getting headshots only, no matter what happens. You wanna train your ability to hit your enemy's head, because as we all know, that's the fastest way of killing an enemy with a rifle or NG weapon. For the sniper and medic class, it's similar. Just go ahead and play free-for-all to train your aim. As medic and a sniper, you should of course focus to hit the enemy's body, because that's the easiest way to kill enemies with those two classes. And don't just give up your training because you're bad at the beginning. If you really want to get better and improve, you gotta get through that training. Don't quit until you get better, because I promise you, you will get better. Every player who wants to play good can become a great player if he really wants to, and is not afraid of some losses that might occur on the way. And now that we've covered that, let's go to my second tip, which is about your in-game configurations and about your PC hardware. You can of course buy yourself some better chances in games like Warface by buying a good computer, monitor and having a good connection. You can of course also buy overpowered weapons in Warface, but that's not gonna improve how you play. But a free-to-play player who has got a good hardware could easily beat a pay-to-win player who has got a low-end PC with 30 FPS in-game. It's also a difference playing on a 144Hz monitor instead of a 60Hz monitor. But what everyone can do is lower your in-game configurations. In my opinion, the lowest graphics settings in Warface are the best ones. You've got the best performance and the best overview. And the third tip would be get used to your weapons and use either the best free-to-play weapons that you got, or just get yourself the best pay-to-win weapon of its class, if you are willing to pay real money on Warface. I've done lists with the best weapons in the game and the best free-to-play weapons in the game already. You can find those videos on my channel. Anyways, the best weapon for the rifleman is the CZ Bren, the best for the medic, the Uskon UNG, the best for the NG, the AM-17, and the best for the sniper class, the SV-98. If you get your hands on one of those weapons, you can definitely become a great player by mastering those weapons, because, as I said, those are just the best weapons that are currently in the game. Of course, these best weapons are pay to win, but a game like Warface just can't survive without having people that actually pay for weapons. And buying these weapons doesn't mean that you buy skill. You can easily kill enemies who are playing with the CZ Bren by using the best free-to-play weapon. I actually see a lot of free-to-play players who play way better than their enemies who are using the strongest pay-to-win weapons. And as I said, you should get used to your weapons. Try to play with your personal favorite weapons, or the weapons that I recommended, as often as possible. And train your aim with those as soon as you have already made some progress using the AK-103 in free-for-all. You might ask, of course, why should I make progress with the AK-103 in the first place? In my opinion, that's just the best weapon to train your aim in free-for-all, and in general to train your headshot aim. I don't know, that's just the best weapon to train your aim, but that's my opinion. And as I said, just master your favorite weapons. And the fourth tip is use game mechanics. And always try to peek the enemies by jumping or sliding around a corner. And also check typical camping corners, and always be prepared to kill an enemy that's camping in one of those corners. My next tip is more for beginners, but can also apply to players who are already playing this game for a bit longer. Stop ground aiming. I still see some people, especially when a new ranked season starts and I'm still ranked 19 to 21. Ground aiming is just useless, unless you're searching for bugs. But I promise you, you won't just find bugs on the ground. When playing rifle or NG, always aim where you expect the enemy's head to be. And if you play with medic or sniper, go and aim where you expect the enemy's body to be. And finally, the fifth tip is, don't reload right after you killed someone, and still have got enough bullets in your magazine. Pretty much everyone I know makes that mistake from time to time. Me included, I literally do it all the time. I've probably done this mistake multiple times in the free-for-all gameplay that you'll see in the background. Because I often just don't care about the risk, or because I simply don't hear the enemies that's close by. What you should do, if you have still got half your bullets in your mag and an enemy is close by, just try to kill him. And if your weapon has barely got any ammo left, just switch to your pistol and kill the enemy with your pistol. If no enemy is close by, try to go behind cover and reload there. Sometimes, if the enemy is close by, but you are already behind cover, you might also just reload and let him push. That way you got the surprise moment advantage, if you wanna call it like that. Because as soon as you reload it, you can of course go ahead and kill that guy who is trying to push you. For medics who are using a tubular magazine, it's a little bit different, because while reloading you can still shoot no scope. And just like with every other weapon, just reload behind cover. But if an enemy pushes you, you can just no-scope him on that short range and you'll probably kill him. I mean, you can also push when you're reloading, but that's usually not a good idea, except for that small case here that you can see in the background. And now just a quick summary at the end of this video, my 6 tips again. Train your aim. Upgrade your hardware if possible, and lower your graphics settings. Get used to your weapons and try to master them. Use the game mechanics to your advantage. Stop ground aiming if you don't expect the enemy's head or body to be there. And finally, time your reload. Try to reload behind cover and try to not die while reloading. And that was it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed those tips and I hope I could help you with those tips. Just one more small thing at the end of this video. I really believe that talent is just skill that you acquire over time. That means really every one of you can become a good player if he really wants to. I said that at the beginning already, but I just wanted to say that at the end again, because I think that's probably the most important thing to get better in a video game. You really want to be certain that you want to get better. But okay, that was it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I really hope you liked it. If you like videos like that, just smash the like button to show me your support, and we'll see us in the next video, and bye bye.